Welcome to Poetry with Shing, where we uncover the beauty behind poetry. The poem for today is Caged Bird by Angelou. To begin, I shall read the poem. Caged Bird. A free bird leaps on the back of the wind and floats downstream till the current ends and dips his wing in the orange sun rays and dares to claim the sky. But a bird that stalks down his narrow cage can seldom see through his bars of rage. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. The caged bird sings with a fearful thrill of things unknown but longed for still, and his tune is heard on a distant hill, for the caged bird sings for freedom. The free bird thinks of another breeze, and the trade winds soft through the sighing trees, and the fat worms waiting on the dawn-bright sky, and he names the sky his own. But a caged bird stands on the grave of dreams, his shadow shouts on a nightmare scream. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. The caged bird sings with a fearful thrill of things unknown but longed for still, and his tune is heard on a distant hill, for the caged bird sings for freedom. So the two questions that we will be looking at today is, what is the caged bird a symbol of, and how does the poet bring across her message effectively? Now we will be addressing the first question, what is the caged bird a symbol of? The caged bird is a symbol of people who are oppressed in modern society and even beyond that. Therefore, the caged bird is a symbol of suppression of voice and violation and repression of people who long for freedom that others have. The caged bird is described as being blind with rage, as it can seldom see through his bars of rage, and he hates his lack of freedom because his wings are clipped and his feet are tied, implying the bird is trapped and is unable to move, and the shackles and manacles keep the bird from flying off. Although his mobility is compromised, the caged bird makes use of his voice to spread his dreams and make his desire for freedom known to the world. This is similar to humans who are oppressed in our society, who are forced into hiding and unable to see the world, trapped in their homes or shunned by masses. Unable to show their frustration and yearning for a society free of oppression and prejudice, they use their voice to make themselves known to the world. Throughout the world, there may also be people who face racial discrimination for a long time, where racism is perhaps deep-rooted and entrenched in society, who long to be treated equally and given equal opportunities and freedom, like the free bird, where the free bird is free to think of another breeze and of fat worms waiting and dare to claim the sky. This shows that the free bird, unlike the caged bird, has many dreams which can be fulfilled with enticing opportunities and endless ambitious plans and possibilities ahead of him. However, the caged bird is also fearful of the outside world after being held in captivity its whole life, just like the oppressed communities in our society. The caged bird sings with a fearful thrill of things unknown but longed for still, reflecting the conflicted mentality of the oppressed people who yearn for all the things unknown to them because they want to have everything the others have for equality, although it is scary and unknown. Now, to address the second question, how does the poet bring across her message effectively? Firstly, the poet contrasts the free bird and the caged bird, thereby allowing the readers to notice the difference between the way of life for the caged bird and for a free bird. The free bird is firstly described as being energetic and inquisitive about the world, as it leaps on the back of the wind and dips his wing in the orange sun rays. Leaps has a positive connotation to it, being quick and agile, and the dipping of wings into the sun portrays a beautiful image of freedom and nature at its highest. On the other hand, the caged bird is described as standing on the grave of dreams, where his shadow shouts on a nightmare scream, implying that all the dreams the caged bird once had were crumbled and gone. And even his shadow yearns to be free, as it tolerates bad dreams, all of which have negative connotations. This conveys the feeling of utter freedom in the free bird's case, and absolute oppression and suffocation, such that the caged bird is trapped in his own nightmare. Besides that, the poet uses repetition of the caged bird's plight to emphasize the entrapment experienced by the bird. Its wings are clipped and its feet are tied, emphasizes he was deliberately handicapped, not on his own will, and his tune is heard on the distant hill, for the caged bird sings for freedom, emphasizes that although the bird is trapped, his voice is still able to travel far and wide, for many to hear about his plight. Through repetition, the message of this poem is emphasized, which is the yearning for freedom is so loud that it can be heard and felt even far away. That's all for today's poem, and if you would like another poem to be analysed, comment the poem and poet in the comments below.